Hello there guys, what is going on? Son of Chelsea back here again for my team selector ahead of the game against West Ham United tomorrow in the Premier League. And I have a massive game for Chelsea in the race for Champions League qualification that we simply have to win, no excuses. Tomorrow night Chelsea have to get maximum points from this game. I think based on the opposition, the quality of the opposition, the fact Chelsea struggled and really underperformed in the game in November, I really hope now Chelsea will be motivated to get 3 points, make it 6 wins in a row, which would be really impressive, and keep the good form going. But performance wise, it has to be an improvement on the game on Sunday, because especially in that first half, if we replicate that performance again, we're not going to get away with it again. Pretty simple. And Frank was very harsh in his words, but was right to say the things he did in that post-match interview. So looking at this game, the style of game and what Frank's going to go for, I pretty much expect in my team there's going to be a lot of players who did not start on Sunday, who I would now call sort of the first team regulars, to be reintroduced by Frank Lampard. A bit of rotation because, of course, after this game against West Ham, a couple of days later, we've got Watford at home, which is going to be another physical game that Chelsea are going to have to prepare for. So going in for this, the low block, I think is going to be a concerning thing for me. Chelsea needing to break down a deep defensive line. It's been a problem this season for Chelsea. We were able to eventually beat Aston Villa, but we still struggled in that game, and how Frank can get around that and how Chelsea can perform at their best. Just a bit of quick team news. Andreas Christensen, Christian Pulisic, both with injury concerns, but Frank is going to make a late decision on whether they'll start or not. It doesn't sound like they're ruled out of the game completely, but just whether they'll start the game or not, because they were two key performers in the win against Manchester City last time. So going into my team lineup, Kepa will come back in goal for Willy Caballero. Back for Dave, for me, other than Christian Pulisic, has been Chelsea's best performing player since the restart. I think he's been absolutely phenomenal and faultless since the restart, keeping his place rightfully in the first team. If Christensen is ready to go, I want to see him start once again alongside Antonio Rudiger. Both of them performed really well and were a massive part of Chelsea's win over Man City last week. Marcos Alonso coming back into the team in front of Emerson. Midfield three, I feel like N'Golo Kante will still remain as that sort of deeper midfielder, but I wouldn't be stunned, and I think it would be a good time to maybe reintroduce Jorginho to the first team. I think it's the style of game Jorginho could thrive in, really, because it's a type of game Chelsea are going to have probably a lot of the ball trying to break down West Ham, and those progressive passes that sometimes Kante can't do. I think this could be a good game for Jorginho, who's going to be fit, going to be fresh, ready to go, to really make a statement that he can still be a regular first team starter under Frank Lampard. So I wouldn't be shocked. I'm gonna go with Kante just because of recent, of course, team selections by Frank Lampard, but I wouldn't be stunned if Jorginho does start. Ross Barkley, I think, is going to be in the midfield three. I think I'd be stunned if he isn't in the starting 11. He came on off the bench. Although he did make some mistakes in his performances, he very much, of course, won the match for Chelsea. So I just can't see, based on what Frank does regularly with his team selections in giving players who make an impact starts, I think Ross Barkley will be a starter in this game. I'd be stunned if he isn't. Mateo Kovacic, I think, as well, given the impact he had off the bench against Leicester, I think should start alongside him, which means Mason Mount will probably drop to the bench. The two wingers, I think Willian, based on his fitness, I think Willian probably has really good fitness levels, because he's basically played a majority of the minutes so far for Chelsea and set up the winner on Sunday against Leicester. And if Christian Pulisic is fit, he's been Chelsea's best performer. He's so influential. I think he could be massive once again against West Ham, who've made a lot of mistakes so far, and I think he could really capitalise on that once again. He looks so positive at the moment, so dangerous, so threatening. So let's hope he's ready to go. And up front, I'm going to bring back Olivier Giroud. Tammy had some decent moments on Sunday, but I don't think really impacted the game. And I think the interplay between Giroud and Pulisic, if Pulisic starts, I think was really positive. And I think in a game Chelsea are going to have a lot more of the ball, having to find space creatively. I think Giroud can really help in that sense, especially crosses coming into the box. And hopefully he'll want to pay back West Ham, because I thought his performance when he started in November against them was one of the poorest I've ever seen for Giroud at Chelsea. So let's hope he'll be on his game and can potentially find the back of the net. So that is my team, my lineup for the game tomorrow night at the London Stadium. Please let me know your lineups in the comments below. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you did enjoy it, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Follow me on Twitter at Son of Chelsea. Have a great day, and I'll see you again.